That was beautiful. Thank you, team. Okay.
We have
one answer.
one answer.
Sorry, that's not correct.
Okay.
Anything else?
Any guess? Any guess for oh?
Okay. So, well, that's good. I think we got one.
Yeah.
I don't know how to pronounce this name though. It's like if it say ho 1111, it just.
Okay.
Okay, cool. You are correct. Jimmy booked the room from November 11th to the 14th.
So that's correct. I booked the hotel on November 11 to November 14. Right?
And this is actually an English format for dates. So you have month and then dates.
So month, November 11th and November 14. That is a Western style.
Okay. Want to ask them question number 2?
Okay. Second question. Question number 2. Pay attention. How much does it cost for a room at the Green Hotel? Question. How much does it cost for a room at the Green Hotel for Miss Kathy?
For how long?
For 4 days.
4 days?
For 4 days.
Okay. Let's see.
So pay attention. How much does it cost for the hotel for 4 days? Okay. So pay attention. It's a tricky question. See if anyone gets it.
I think we have to wait because the
Yeah, a little bit.
reception is slow.
We will wait for you. We got one guess. I think she punched in before I say the 4 days. You think so?
Probably. So, okay. So,
There we go.
okay, so thank you. I think we have it. So she said 80.
Cảm chị
So
phố
we have
right?
$80. So it was at the rate for the room was as $20 per night, and so for 4 nights, that's multiplied by 4, so you would get 80. So congrats, Cảm chị phố.
So yeah, $20 per night, 4 days. So it's 80, okay?
Thank you. Okay. Another question? You want to go for it?
Another question?
Yeah.
Okay, last question. I will have the honor to announce a question for you. Pay attention. What time did I expected to be arrive at the hotel? So what time will I expect to arrive at the Green Hotel? What time? And how many P for this question still?
We stay at 20 each. So
Okay,
for each
so
of you
20
who
P.
get it right, it's 20 each.
20 P's for each right question.
Let's see. It's still
we
slow.
still
It's still very slow.
slow. I think the internet today is a little slow, huh?
I think so.
Yes.
Okay.
Perfect.
So, yes. So Jimmy said in the conversation that he will arrive at 4:30 in the afternoon. So,
Minim.
correct.
It's a correct
Correct.
answer again. Thank you for your answer.
Okay, so that was just some recap on the conversation, but we want to go a little bit into the detail to explain about the conversation a little bit. So I was a receptionist. So what is a receptionist? Can anyone tell me? What is a receptionist? Receptionist. So this is
Receptionist.
person,
Receptionist.
reception. So, right, okay.
You want me to show it to?
One second. Let me see if anyone can give me your explanation of a receptionist.
What is a receptionist?
Okay, so a receptionist was me who works at the hotel to help a customer with the booking, to welcome guests and assist them during their stay. Okay, so I start the conversation with a question, how may I help you? So that's when usually for me picking up the phone and I greet the guest, I would say, how may I help you? And Jimmy reserved a room for 4 days. So I asked, for which days, sir? For which days? And then after checking on the time, I check with him on what kind of room would you like. Usually because hotel has many type of rooms. And in this conversation, we mentioned double room and single room. I think we're running out of time, so real quick.
Okay.
So a double room and a single room, Jimmy can help illustrate a little bit. But the basic difference is that the size of the bed. So for single room, usually it can accommodate one person, and for double room, as the word double, it means two, so it can accommodate up to 2 people. And the size of the bed is usually at least queen size, so it can fit 2 people. But if you are a solo traveler, you can book a double room as well if you want, something more spacious to stay in. And the cost, the rate for the 2 type of these rooms usually the same. So that's a single room and a double room. The size of rooms and the bed is gonna be different. And then after I checked with the reservation, and I told Jimmy that we have, it's not vacant. So what does it mean by vacant? So,
Let me write the word on the board so people explain it.
okay. So vacant, it is an adjective, and vacant just means available. So the room was not available, and the noun is vacancy. So sometimes if you see a sign in front of the hotel say no vacancy, it just means that they have no room available left in the hotel. And then just the usual customer service conversation, you then ask for the customer details. I asked Jimmy for his full name and number, and then time he arrived so that the hotel can prepare a room for him. So we usually check on that to see when the guest will arrive. And then I confirm the reservation with him. And then after I confirm with Jimmy, he asked me another question. Do you remember what that was?
That is correct. And is the breakfast included?
So that was the question. So usually the word included, it just means as a part of. So when you pay for a room and breakfast is included, this means that it's free and you don't have to pay for it. And it was, so usually just check with your hotel when you book a room. Sometimes they have breakfast, sometimes they don't, it depends. And then I replied to Jimmy about that we have a breakfast buffet. So what is a buffet?
A buffet. I think we all know what is a buffet, right?
Mm-hmm.
Buffet is like a restaurant where you come in, mostly if at the restaurant you don't have the reservation, you have to pay for it, and all you can eat, okay, or you can eat or drink. It's a buffet. It's easy, right?
Okay,
I think everybody know what is a
yeah,
buffet.
So all you can eat is when it's a meal that you can eat as much as you want in one entry though. You cannot go out, go in the morning, go out, and then go back in the evening. That this doesn't work. And usually it's self-serve, so you have to go around, you walk around, and you get your own food. And no takeaways.
No
Which means
takeaways.
that you cannot put food in bags and bring it outside of the venues. That's not okay. So that were just some details that we want to go through with the conversation. I think we should have a break. We should play some game today again. So for this game, it's just gonna help you prepare for trips. And P will be randomly rewarded. So pay attention and contribute. So the game is called Country Names. So what I will do is, I don't think if you can see this, but I have an app on my phone. Let's see if I can show it. So I have a letter generator.